This is my son, Skaar.
New concept art has revealed an alternate first-look design for Skaar in the She-Hulk Season 1 finale. After She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law wrapped up its first season, we saw Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner return to Earth, introducing his long-lost son, Skaar, along the way. We all had plenty to say about Skaar's debut, especially his unique haircut, but it turns out he almost looked very different. Storyboard artist Jeremy Simser recently shared early designs on Instagram, showing Skaar in a full emo makeover. One image features him with a shaved side, long bangs covering his eye, and a totally uninterested vibe, complete with a phone in hand as he meets his new family. In the final version of the show, Skaar's face was fully visible, but his head still had some shaved sections behind his natural hairline. As for Skaar's future in the MCU, there's still a lot to explore, especially regarding Hulk's time on Skaar. With rumors of a World War Hulk movie in development, we might get more details on Skaar and even see different versions of his look in the future. So who exactly is Skaar? He's the son of Hulk and Caiera, a powerful alien from the planet Skaar. After Skaar was destroyed and Caiera died, Skaar was born posthumously through the old power, emerging from a cocoon and quickly growing into adulthood. Raised in a brutal world, he had to learn to fight and kill to survive. Over time, he became a skilled warrior and a formidable leader, clashing with Axeman Bone and mastering the old power to manipulate the Earth. Skaar was able to communicate with the spirit of his supposedly dead mother, Caiera. While battling Axeman Bone, he unintentionally delays his people's escape as their planet faces destruction by Galactus. Since Skaar holds enough energy to keep Galactus fed for 100,000 years, Caiera tries to reason with Skaar and takes the old power from him. Skaar reveals that he only wanted to rid the planet of its evil, but the Silver Surfer restores his power and shows him a vision of Skaar's devastation. In response, Skaar destroys the evacuation ships, threatening to use the old power to worsen Galactus's hunger, which could doom even more planets. The Surfer warns Skaar's people that saving themselves would cost the lives of countless others, then leaves. Furious at Skaar's actions, Caiera absorbs his old power, exiles him from Skaar, and waits for Galactus to consume her. Skaar arrives on Earth with one goal: to kill his father, the Hulk. After clashing with the US military, the Fantastic Four, and the Warbound, he finally confronts the Hulk. However, Skaar doesn't realize that the Hulk has changed since his time on Skaar. When they fight, the Hulk easily overpowers him, but their battle causes a fissure that threatens a nuclear power plant. Skaar stops his attack when he realizes this isn't the same War Hulk who fathered him. Instead, he prevents the disaster and decides to make Earth his new home. Later, Skaar meets Bruce Banner, who has been depowered by the Red Hulk. Still determined to kill the Hulk, Skaar realizes he can't do it while Banner and the Hulk exist as separate entities. Bruce plays along, offering to train Skaar to defeat the Hulk when he returns, but in reality, he just wants to keep an eye on him and maybe steer him toward becoming a hero. Skaar proves his strength and smarts by launching Juggernaut into space. Banner's training continues with encounters involving Wolverine, his son Daken, Victoria Hand, Moonstone, a mutated Marlo Chandler, Tyrannus, and the Mole Man with his army of Moloids. After defeating the Moloids, Skaar is hailed as a hero, and a parade is thrown in his honor. Meanwhile, Banner faces off against the Red Hulk, but gets angry and teleports to Latveria, supposedly to transform in private. Instead, he ends up battling Dr. Doom. Skaar jumps into the fight using his father's teleportation tech because he doesn't want Doom taking away his chance to kill the Hulk himself. However, Doom uses magic to overpower Skaar, turning him into his human form and revealing that this Hulk is actually a robot. Banner arrives just in time to save Skaar and sees him in his human form for the first time. But Skaar pushes him away, believing Banner only cares about his late wife. He assumes the whole Latveria incident was just another of Banner's lessons and insists that he still plans to kill him one day when he's in his Hulk form. During the Fall of the Hulks, World War Hulks, and Dark Sun storylines, Skaar helps the Avengers fight the Red She-Hulk, while the villainous intelligentsia captures Banner and turns people in Washington, D.C. into Hulks, including Amadeus Cho. Eventually, Banner reemerges as the Green Skaar, giving Skaar the showdown he's been waiting for. They battle fiercely, but when Hulk starts saving innocent people caught in the chaos, Skaar hesitates. Seeing his father's compassion, he stops fighting and reverts to human form, only for the Hulk to keep attacking. This reminds Hulk of his own abusive father, causing him to calm down and transform back into Banner. In that moment, Banner embraces Skaar, who finally accepts his father's love. Afterward, Skaar embarks on a journey with his father, his sister, She-Hulk, Rick Jones, and Betty Ross. Soon he senses his brother Hiro Kala approaching Earth. During the Chaos War storyline, Skaar teams up with his father and their allies to fight Amatsu Mikaboshi's forces. Things get even more personal when they discover that Brian Banner has been resurrected as a mix of Guilt Hulk and Devil Hulk. Skaar joins his father in taking on his twisted grandfather. Later, Skaar follows the Hulk and the Warbound to the Savage Land after Ka-Zar alerts them about some Sakaarian refugees being killed. They soon learn that Meek is behind it. He's been using Sakaarian bodies to store his hatchlings. When Hulk wants to destroy the hatchlings, Skaar refuses to let him. Meek then tries to drug Skaar, but after Meek's apparent death, Skaar decides to stay in the Savage Land to watch over the remaining Sakaarians. At one point, Skaar is recruited by Norman Osborn to be part of the second Dark Avengers. His first mission doesn't go well when they run into the New Avengers. Later, when the Dark Avengers capture Captain America and plan to put the Avengers on trial, Skaar betrays his team and reveals he's actually been working as a double agent. He frees Captain America while the New Avengers take down the rest of the Dark Avengers. Skaar eventually returns to the Savage Land, since it reminds him of his home planet. However, the Hulk, now in his Doc Green persona, tracks him down as part of his mission to depower all gamma mutates on Earth. After a short fight, Skaar is stripped of his powers. Instead of leaving him stranded, Doc Green teleports Skaar to Paris with a backpack full of cash, giving him a fresh start under the name Santos. Later, the organization Green Spring restores Skaar's gamma powers. While working for them, he's sent on a mission to capture Stockpile, an escaped gamma mutate. This leads to a clash with Gamma Flight, who tries to protect Stockpile, and the U.S. Hulkbuster Force, a military unit dedicated to stopping gamma threats. Skaar easily defeats the Hulkbusters, but chooses to spare their lives. Now, when it comes to Skaar's next MCU appearance, there are a few possibilities. It all depends on how Marvel wants to handle his character. A Planet Hulk movie or flashbacks in another film could explore his origins and Hulk's time on Skaar. If Marvel adapts World War Hulk or World War Hulks, Skaar could play a key role, either as an ally or a wild card in the chaos of gamma-powered battles. He might also show up in Young Avengers if Marvel wants him to join the next generation of heroes, or even in a Son of Hulk project that focuses on his relationship with Bruce. Another possibility is Dark Avengers, where he could follow his comic storyline as a double agent. With Captain America Brave New World introducing Red Hulk and reintroducing the leader, Skaar's next steps in the MCU could be closer than we think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be covering more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.